that good.
Chris is also a 3.5.
I mean, he has that on there, but his DUPR's like a 4.7.
He's trying to pick up if you're mishitting high, low, left, right.
Oh, no, I'm all over it. I'm on the edges.
You use every bit of that. You pay for it, baby.
Right?
Yeah, you gotta use every bit of that face.
Yep, I make sure I'm getting my money's worth with it.
What I think you should look for in a paddle is something that is really easy to play consistent with. And power, so what? When you're playing against people your level, like 3.5, 4.0, it's not having more put away power that's going to make you better than them. It's just making more balls over the net and being the guys like you were playing against those 5.0s. They may have been like potentially taking it easy and not even putting balls away themselves. But the fact that you couldn't put a ball away against them because they play such good defense, they always won the game every time. Right?
5.0s.
I would agree.
It's hard to get a put away past 5.0 plus players. They're just going to be good at reading where you're going, and at the very least, they're going to put the ball back over to give you another, put away. But it's hard to get the first one past them.
Okay, this series is going to be for anybody who is trying to break the 4.0 barrier. And so I have been at a 3.5 for years, essentially since I started playing. And I play quite a bit. But I had a little nudge from Chris Olson, who challenged me to say that he could get to 5.0 before I get to a 4.0. So I'm going to show you guys what it takes for a 42-year-old unathletic guy to go from a 3.5 to 4.0. And I'm going to do it before Chris Olson does it. Good thing is I have a lot of connections in the pickleball world because I used to be the CMO of the UPA. And so I've made friends with a lot of different people over there. So the first people I called was PB Vision. Now, for me, if I want to do anything in life, the first thing I have to do is assess where I'm at that point. And so PB Vision does an amazing job with that. And here's some clips about them. And so they're an AI-powered video stats and shot tracking tool. They do comparisons over time. They do paddle and shot type breakdowns, personalized and actionable feedback, highlights, replays, and social sharing. So PB Vision, as you are looking at this, is the way to go if you want to analyze, hey, how good am I playing? Now, for me, I don't want to get to a 4.0 because I'm not trying to go pro or anything like that. But when I'm playing with people, I just want to feel comfortable and not feel like I'm the weak link. Most of the people I play with, I'm the weak link unless I'm teaching them how to play pickleball. So I love playing pickleball. I love the community side of it. I did call Pickleball Pursuit, and I wanted them to run over the different paddles that I should have. And so here's that conversation that I had with them. Okay, boys, we got you in here. So let me go back. We've already made the phone call, and I've already explained what's going on. Chris Olson challenged me to see if I can get to a 4.0 before he gets to a 5.0. Now, I'm 42 years old. I'm not athletic. I was an offensive lineman, and you two have both played me and know that I'm not very good. You guys went up 8-0 when we started playing.
Wait,
Justin's never played that good.
Chris is also a 3.5.
I mean, he has that on there, but his DUPR's like a 4.7.
Oh, that's it's got to be a different Chris Olson.
Yeah.
No
I'm pretty sure that's his picture. Someone's identifying as Chris Olson on DUPR.
Ghosting as him. Yeah.
So with you guys, let's go over your guys' DUPR then, because your DUPR's way
big
up.
Time. I'm huge. I got a big DUPR. 4.07? 07?
Yeah, we got
4.07. Big time.
Really impressive DUPRs. Mine's like 3.83 or something.
Yeah, and okay, so
one of ours is inflated.
Views, and paddle's the best. And so I'm bringing in Pickleball Pursuit to help me decide on what paddle I should start using. So I test paddles as well, but I'm going to stick with one paddle until I hit this mark and beat Chris.
Good luck. I know you're a paddle nerd. If we've learned anything about you, it's that you're a paddle nerd. So good luck sticking with one paddle for this long.
Yeah,
I don't know if I believe it yet.
It is going to be hard to do. So I maybe, because I'm going to start playing a lot more, right? So maybe like I'll test paddles for like 2 hours, and then move back to the same paddle. Because every time I go back to the one paddle that I use right now, I feel like it's I don't have to think about it, right? Somebody's podcast was talking about, it might have been Chris talking about that, but I like don't have to think about the paddle. That was you guys?
How dare you?
Yeah, come on, put some respect on our name, dude.
Dude, why am I even giving him any credit? Those guys don't bring any value.
Yeah.
You just repeated net gains. That's a net gain segment. That's us.
I just need to stop watching everybody else's and just watch your guys's or something. I don't know.
It's honestly
100%.
the best way to get smarter and better looking.
Yes.
So
better looking could help me out a lot.
hold on a second. We're the gear coaches here, right? Let's ask you the question.
Yeah, sorry.
I was about to say the same thing.
I'm just nervous. It's like talking to my heroes on here. I'm going to be quiet.
We've been blushing this whole time, man.
I know. So here's a couple questions. I'll just rattle them off and you can answer them all together because they're all simple. Like, what's your normal shape preference? What do you normally play with? What type of paddle do you normally like? And then, like, what thing do you struggle with and wish your paddle would help you with?
Okay. First question is, I used to play with elongated paddles only, right? And now I've switched to hybrid. Okay. Now, I do not use a two-handed backhand. Like, that's something I'm going to have to develop because I'm not, like, coordinated enough to do that for some reason. But I do like long handles for some reason. And like what you guys were talking about, like that kind of whip.
Yeah.
I have
definitely going to change the balance point and feel.
Yeah, so like I like the long handle, or like I'll put weight on top so I can get that whip. What were the other questions? Oh, what do I struggle with? The biggest thing I struggle with is in transition to get to the kitchen line. If someone hits a ball down, like I can reset it, but normally I'm resetting it so high that it's landing on the other side of the net, and then they can speed it up, right? So even if I reset it in midway in no man's land, and then I get to the kitchen line, by the time I get there, they're slamming a shot like right at me. So like that's probably the biggest thing, and I'll run through shots too. So I'll run through shots and try to kind of, I don't know, touch them over, which is not great. My serve, I was just looking at PB Vision. My average serve speed is like 31 miles an hour. So it's really slow.
Yeah. Those are not the most accurate. The serve speeds. Yeah.
Oh, it's not?
You're probably like, I would imagine you're somewhere for like 40 and 50 miles an hour.
Yeah, your serve wasn't super weak.
Yeah.
It was like just kind of weak.
Yeah, but with you guys, I was doing a drop serve and hitting it as hard as I can. Yeah. And now I'm not doing that. So like I'm serving it out of my hand because I got made fun of so much I had to switch to where I wasn't doing a drop serve anymore.
That's pretty funny, dude.
All right, what is your current main paddle? What are you using? You got it.
So my current main paddle is your guys' the same one. So it's the Honolulu Sword and Shield J2NF long handle. Is that the full name of that?
You went for the full set.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my main paddle. So I have it right here.
Yep. Whip it out.
I've got Bodie grips, right?
Let's see that ball dust. Where's that ball dust pattern? Do you wipe your ball dust after every?
Yeah, I use reset, but it actually has a lot on it. I just have a bad camera. But
we can't tell.
Is it higher or lower on the face?
He's trying to pick up if you're mishitting high, low, left, right.
Oh. No, I'm all over it. I'm on the edges.
You use every bit of that. You pay for it, baby. Right? Yeah, you gotta use every bit of that face.
Yep, I make sure I'm getting my money's worth with this thing, because I did pay for it.
Yeah.
I did have to wait forever to get this.
He just
paddle.
Stared us down for that.
Jam.
So here's the problem. So I used the gearbox today, the hybrid gearbox. I have the elongated gearbox, and it almost seems like it's two different brands. Like it doesn't even feel like the same paddle to me. And I like the hybrid. This thing, I feel like I can never put a ball away. Like I played some guys that were like, they're all around a 5.0 today. But I never feel like I can put the ball away. And I don't know if I should worry about that at all.
You're playing with 5.0s?
Yeah.
Is that what you said? Don't
Yeah.
even worry
Yeah.
about it. You hit
I don't
hard
think-
enough. I remember vividly being impressed with how hard you would hit. So I don't think power is an issue, especially on putaways. 5-0s.
I would agree.
It's hard to get a putaway past 5-0 plus players. They're just going to be good at reading where you're going, and at the very least, they're going to put the ball back over to give you another putaway. But it's hard to get the first one past them.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, that makes sense. So
I would say let's get some perspective here. Your goal is to get to 4-0, right?
Mm-hmm.
The skills that are keeping you from 4-0 right now is not I can't put a ball away. It's the stuff you said before. It's points are ending early because my defensive shots like resets and such aren't as good.
Yeah.
Right. So what I think you should look for in a paddle is something that is really easy to play consistent with. And power, so what? When you're playing against people your level, like 3-5, 4-0, it's not having more put away power that's going to make you better than them. It's just making more balls over the net and being the guys like you were playing against those 5-0s. They may have been like potentially taking it easy and not even putting balls away themselves. But the fact that you couldn't put a ball away against them because they play such good defense, they always won the game every time, right? So I don't think you should be, and this is coming from experience because I'm too trash for a power paddle. I don't think you should be chasing like I need a paddle that feels good on overheads. Right?
Yeah.
That's just such a trap.
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense. Why does everybody want a power paddle? Like once that boomstick came out, I bought that boomstick,
Everybody thinks that they're going to be able to overpower their opponents, and probably 60% of 60% of points that end in the 4-0 are ending not on a finish, and they're ending because of a mistake. So if you can alleviate that mistake from less mistakes happening, obviously, because you're more comfortable with a paddle and you can predict where it's going, you're going to see much more success. Obviously the most important thing is going to be your skill and development as a player and your IQ as a player, but having a paddle that can allow you to not think about it is going to be the most important and best paddle for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. So how come you guys don't use that gearbox?
Way too powerful for me.
Yeah,
Way
the
too
gearbox GX2 power.
Yeah.
It starts out amazing. Like it's one of the best paddles that you can get for the first 15 to 20 games. And then it starts to slowly, at least mine, slowly starts to change more and more as it breaks in. And then it becomes just a missile. And it's not as predictable, not as... predictable is probably just the best word to put it. It's not a predictable paddle in that sense. After that, you lose all of the allure that it originally had because it did have a good balance of power, spin, control, and then it just the scales tipped so far to power and dropped on control that it just becomes a very challenging to paddle to use for a 4-0 specifically.
Yeah. So if you guys, if the J2NF wasn't available, what would be the paddle you guys would be using now?
Good question.
Yeah, that is a really good question. Probably the Loco, the bread and butter Loco. But if I was going to give you a recommendation, it'd probably be something with a little bit less power and pop. Something that's still super stable, just a really good all-around performer. And like I used the Saga Flash 14 millimeter. Oh yeah, the Alpha Pro Power. That's pretty good option as well. I didn't think about that one. That's one that's kind of flew under the radar.
Yes.
Not quite as powerful.
It fits kind of everything you're looking for. The other paddle I had right here, Brett, we were talking about this, is the C45, which Lewis and I both like, but you just said that you kind of went away from elongated and you wanted something a little bit more consistent and forgiving, which is why I held up this Vapor shape. Is very forgiving for a hybrid, like extremely forgiving and very stable.
And you're very familiar with the Vapor because you played with the original Power Series for quite a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I played with it for like about 7 or 6 months almost.
Yeah.
So that was my last like main
Mhm.
paddle that I used. I didn't, with the alpha and the power, I didn't see any difference. It seemed like
The
the same
real
paddle to me.
major differences is the feel, but there's a very small difference in terms of firepower. The Alpha Pro power is not as powerful, and it's definitely not as poppy as the original Power Series.
It's more
I
forgiving.
wouldn't even define it as a power paddle, honestly.
I think it's just more forgiving because it feels softer and it's less poppy.
Mhm.
And it does have a little bit of a break-in, but not like the gearbox we were talking about. The break-in on this one just makes it feel softer. It doesn't
Yeah.
really like make it more powerful.
Right.
Can you hold those paddles on top of each other? Like those have got to be way close in shape.
What, this and
Believe
the
it or-
Franklin?
No,
the Franklin is much longer and narrower. The Vapor shape is virtually, for all intents and purposes, it's almost a standard shape length.
Yeah,
It's like 16.1.
This is a very, very short hybrid, but also a very wide hybrid. It's kind of falls in between most standard and hybrid shapes. That's why it's such a stable, like forgiving paddle.
Yeah.
Let me grab a paddle here
Mhm.
because this is good for airtime.
The other one I was going to say, Lewis, is the SLK Era wide body.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind
That's
of fits
good.
the criteria.
Yeah. That's
So,
a
like,
really good paddle. I was going to say the C45, but I was like, it might just be a little too much power and pop.
When the shapes aren't ideal,
Yeah.
unless you wanted to play with the elongated.
Mm-hmm.
Like even the Hirachi or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like these are so close in the same size.
Yeah.
So this has a bigger sweet spot than this.
Yeah.
the
That
Hirachi has like a higher balance, so it's a little bit more whip.
Mhm.
The 11.624 shapes across the board are all slightly short.
Yeah, that's
Like the
16.3
Slightly short
and
for an elongated.
16.1 inches in length.
Oh, okay.
So it's technically it's hybrid length elongated width with the Hirachi X, and it's almost standard length with hybrid width. It's really not that big of a difference with the Vapor. The Vapor's a lot more closer to being full allowable dimensions and what you would typically see with the hybrid shape, whereas the Hirachi's short,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Okay.
It's a good thing in some ways.
Yeah.
Keeps the swing weight down, makes it a little bit more, easy to maneuver.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing, the difference between this one and I haven't, in fact, the Alpha one I sold, the Vapor Alpha, Vapor, whatever.
Mhm.
This I feel like I can reset better with this paddle
Yep.
than this paddle for some reason.
Yeah, it's probably two reasons. Number one, the J2NF is a significantly more stable paddle. If you look at those two shapes, you'll see that the NF does not taper. So from top corner to bottom corner, there is no change in width. Because of that, when you add, which I think you did, you added tungsten weight on the bottom corners, the wider it is, the more effect it's going to have on twist weight and resisting twisting. The more narrow it is, the less that weight affects the ability for the paddle to resist twisting. So because of that, that's going to be a more forgiving and stable paddle, the J2NF. But also, sometimes you having a slightly poppier paddle can actually help people in resets, because a lot of people dump their resets in the net because they're mishitting them just barely, or they're just trying to take too much off of it. So it's kind of like soft plush paddles are super easy to control, but in situations where you're trying to like add the most possible touch to it, it can actually be a detriment. Just it's really more user dependent though. So it sounds like you have been playing with poppier paddles in the past. Vapor X, you bought the Flick F1, you tried the Neonic Flare Prime X, and you're playing. You know what, Brett? When you hit 4.0, I think you'll understand. You'll understand.
Yeah. Shut the hell up. So, do you guys crack me up with that paddle, man?
Yeah.
When are they coming out with a new paddle?
Hopefully soon.
There's some rumblings.
Yeah.
There's some rumblings of some stuff, in the next few months.
I like their design. I like their shapes. Their shapes are really, really good. It's just a company that I hope comes out with something soon so they don't fall by the wayside. I think they have a lot of promise.
More data. And
The
what
most
do you think?
important thing, this is the most important thing, don't just do the ball machine. Go drill against someone who is one level higher than you. Have them put pressure on you, and whichever paddle you feel the most comfortable with under pressure
Yeah.
is 99% of the time going to be the paddle for you.
Okay. I like that. I like that plan. I know
Did
a
you
lot of
try the
people better
Franklin?
than me.
Add weight if you try the Franklin.
Yeah, definitely add some weight on the Franklin if you
Don't
How
try.
come
you
you
like
got, what
Marcus?
is that little mark on your guys' tape?
This
That's
is
the Franklin tape.
tape.
Yeah. I don't know what the material is, but it's not tungsten.
I don't know. It came with the paddle, so I
Yeah.
used it.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't be
Bodie
like
needs to do
Marcus.
that.
You can't play. You can't play it stock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that paddle doesn't even seem like the same paddle when you play it stock.
No.
The elongated is decent. The hybrid and the Paris Todd are
Rough.
borderline unplayable stock.
What's the
Unless you're
difference
Marcus.
between those? The hybrid and the Paris Todd paddle?
Not a ton. It's just the shape itself. They're relatively similar in terms of length and width. The C45 hybrid original is like the rounded top, and then the Paris Todd is squared off. I can
the
grab
Paris
them real quick if
Todd-
you want me to.
Paris Todd is 13.5 thick, so it's
Yeah,
thinner.
let me grab them real quick.
It's thinner because the normal ones come in 14 and 16. The Paris Todd is 13.5, and then it's squared off at the top like this, even though it's the same like hybrid dimensions. It's really like a skinny hybrid, honestly.
Yeah, that makes
Not an
sense.
ideal shape.
So out of those two paddles, what should I use?
I would go with the elongated. I think the elongated
This
is a better choice.
the Dynasty. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's the
Dynasty
best. It's the best.
14 millimeter.
Yeah, that's the one that Lewis and I both like.
This
Dynasty
Paris
14.
Todd one's a little shorter on the handle too, just barely. So it's not like a massive difference, but it's enough to like enough to be a reason to get one over the other.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't pay attention to this line as the designation for handle length, but
Yeah, that makes sense.
so yeah. Yep.
Okay, so no boomstick then.
No boomstick.
We are too trash for power paddles.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
join the club.
Yep, just tell yourself I'm not going to benefit from having the most power. Just remind
Yeah.
yourself that.
Yeah.
One
Okay.
day. One day.
Yeah,
make
maybe.
it to 4.0 and then spend 4 weeks drilling with the boomstick or whatever the elite power paddle you want to go with. Get to your goal and then reassess.
I'd like
If you
to
can-
try. I'd
anybody
like to
can
try
play with
out
the
the
power
loco. I'll get a hold of Doug and see what we can do. But
Yeah.
that'll be after I get to 4.0.
Yeah. Loco's good.
Yeah. Okay. You guys are awesome. Anything else you want to run over?
Nah, man. Just enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah.
You're gonna definitely beat Chris.
I'm gonna beat Chris.
We'll be talking here in about 3-4 weeks with a 4.25 DUPR BMAC.
Yeah, I'm like trying to find tournaments right now. I might have to be flying to some PPAs. He's playing in those too. The problem is I'm gonna play in like 5.0s, and so I can get my DUPR up fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. With the new algorithm, you just abuse the system.
Just get a 5.0 partner. You play in 5.0. Y'all score like 4 or 5 points, and you're 100% going to go up every time.
That's
Yeah,
true.
you guys are gonna see me in like pro qualifier with Jeannie Bouchard.
Hey man, we'll see you in a couple months. Speaking of PPAs,
Yeah.
if you're going to be
Worlds?
in Dallas at Worlds, we'll be there
Yeah.
playing. So
I'm so excited for that event. That is the funnest event ever.
it is
So
awesome.
we'll have to do a
Can't wait.
YouTube. We'll have to do like all the YouTubers playing against each other.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I'd like to actually do a tournament. Last year we just had 4 of them play against each other. I'd like to
Mhm.
actually do a tournament with you guys. And but I would like we need to have you guys all play with the same paddle.
Why?
I don't know, just to mess with everybody. Like Isaac, think of Isaac using like a wide body paddle.
The
Yeah, that'd
only
be
way
amazing.
that's going to work if you want us to all use the same paddles, if you just make us all use the wood paddles,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. We're doing a wood paddle tournament.
I know. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I'll tell you that. But okay, boys, thanks so much. I'm just going to hit stop recording here. This is going to be awkward.
Good luck.
ending.
Peace.
Thanks. I do think I can get to a 4.0. I'm going to have Tito on here. I'm going to have my coach that I've got. I've actually got 2 coaches, Connor Garnett and Liz that's at the Pickler. I'm bringing in an amazing team to help me kind of get through this. And I'm going to show you how you can get access to these people through their own programs or anything like that. I reached out to a couple other people, Zaya Clothing. They're giving me all the clothing that I wear. They sponsor the Black Diamonds. They're such good people. I love those clothes. So you're going to see me playing in Zaya Clothing. Anyway, I feel like I've been working with a lot of people on this, and I've kind of built this nice community around me. I've got these guys I play with in the morning that are way better than me, and they're helping me get better and better and better. Working with like the Identify as 5-0 guys, who are hilarious, and so we're working on that too. So anyway, for me, the biggest thing is I'm going to analyze, number one, PB Vision, analyze where I'm at. Okay. Then I'm creating this plan right now, going through that. And then I'm going to act and execute on everything that's going on. And then I'm going to review and make sure that plan's working. I'm scheduling out tournaments. I'll let you guys know what tournaments I'm going to and what tournaments I'm playing in. But I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to beat Chris. I'm pretty sure. Just going over his DUPR, and I can show it to you guys here. It's going to be really hard for him to get to 5-0, which he's trying to do by the end of the year. So right now it's the middle of September, and so his DUPR scores keep going up a little bit and down a little bit as he's playing, which is pretty normal as you play in these tournaments. And he does have a huge leg up on me by the fact that he can play every single day. Like, I'm working a full-time job and going through this stuff. So anyway, I'm excited to see what happens here. Stick with me on this. I think this will be fun. Anybody who is trying to get to that level where they can feel comfortable playing with anybody, this is going to be a series to watch.